You know, I've been recognized a couple times in public.
Oh, you have? How was that for you?
Well, 2 of them were in a Walmart. Now, I don't really go to Walmart, but it's with my buddy who likes to go to the Walmart by his house to like mess around and get seeds for his garden. And both times they're like, "Are you that guy from Crypto TikTok?" And I'm like, "What?" And then that was with him once, twice, and then outside of his house, like very like on his driveway. I was getting in my car, and some guy was walking his dog, and he's like, "Wait a minute, are you that crypto guy?" And I'm like, "What?" Because this is in like a random neighborhood in the middle of like a golf course, right? And he comes up to me and he's like, "Yeah, I watch your videos all the time," and I'm like, I look like crap. I'm just like freaking out. I'm like, "What?" So that was something else. And then someone saw me going into a hookah bar the other day, which was weird. Cannot believe they saw me because they
That's
DM'd
kind of
me.
crazy. That's also cool
Wow.
though, I feel like.
That's sick, man.
Like you're actually making a difference enough that like people are also recognizing you. But I don't know if anyone knows. Well, I found out Lucas is actually really fucking tall. So he's not someone that's, you know, he's not just like, you know, hanging out and like can be missed either.
How tall are you?
6'2", 6'3" with shoes.
What?
Damn.
That's pretty tall, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's taller than me.
I hit my head in my grandparents' place in Greece in the shower because everyone over there is like midget sized. You know, everything's like old.
Yeah, no, I feel that, dude. Yeah, no, my parents are from Nepal. Max, like average height, I think is 5'2" or something in Nepal. So I'm taller than literally every other person I walk by. So it's insane. But damn.
So Lucas, actually, I kind of want to talk about how was you went to a Bitcoin convention earlier this year. How was that?
So I've actually been to like a lot of Bitcoin conventions.
Oh, you have? Okay.
So that actually the first one I went to was in the same place Bitcoin Miami was held. It was in 2018. It was called Blockchain Shift. It was my first conference ever, and it was probably like a tenth of the size. Like I looked through my phone and I found a picture I took of just of people standing, and I remember because the whole conference was super empty. There was like you could just see like everything was super like chill. There was a bunch of companies there, but it was, you know, there was enough room to where you could like see the other side of the room standing on one at eye level. It was just not very hyped, but that, you know, my favorite artist was there. That's where I met Sergey. Fast forward several conferences and several years later, we're going to Bitcoin 2021. And just to see the explosion in the space from when I originally went to that conference center, was unbelievable. I mean, it was like a totally different experience, packed person to person. It was a super spreader event, by the way, but fully vaxxed, didn't get shit. Nice. Yeah. So basically, we skipped the line. They revoked our influencer ticket to the last second, but there was a huge line that I was not waiting for, so we went straight in through the VIP. Which, by the way, anybody could have gone and the line wrapped halfway around the block. I mean, it was around the building. Anybody could have gone into the VIP. They were not checking. So they gave us our tickets. We get in there, person to person, packed center. I mean, I went straight for the media lounge because I don't like being in big crowds. I got recognized a bunch there. But yeah, we hung out in the media lounge, got to meet a bunch of the other people and creators. And Tim Draper was in there. Michael Saylor was in there. Kevin O'Leary was in there. I didn't get to meet any of them. By some stroke of ridiculous luck, I'd missed all of it. The one person I did meet, I met the entire Elongate team because one of their guys, they came out and started heckling me because I called them a shitcoin. But they ended up being cool guys. I just hope they're not gonna, you know, I don't think they're gonna rug at this point, but it's still a shitcoin.
What do you think? What would you say to Peter Schiff? You know, Peter Schiff is very much anti-Bitcoin, pro gold, and you bought both gold and Bitcoin. So, what would you say to him to change his mind?
I mean, I sold my gold bags. I think he should too. The second that they can mine an asteroid in like 100 years, I mean, realistically, the only value I see for gold long term is the fact that it is, if there's ever an EMP or something, we can revert back to that. So it's good to have a little bit, I think, but you know, to make our computer components, I think is pretty necessary. So I think of it more as a commodity than a store of value.
Yeah.
I mean, Bitcoin is the closest we're ever going to come to digital gold. Like it is digital gold at this point. I mean, even if somebody could release Bitcoin today, except that there's no whales or whatever, I mean, it still wouldn't, even if the tech was better, even if the tokenomics were better, if it was more efficient, Bitcoin, was the first, it has the history. It is what it is. You can't replace it. There's no way it's going to be replaced. Just can't see it happening.
Yeah. And recently, the American government is talking about regulating stablecoins and possibly bringing out a central bank digital currency. So do you think, what do you think is going to play out with this? Because, they talk about this all the time.
So, I mean, I know some people who work for some of like the largest blockchain development companies in North America. And they've been working on this for a while. I mean, I know some of the guys who like worked on JPM coin back in 2017 or like when they started. I don't think they're going to utilize the XRP ledger. I don't think it's going to be built on Hedera Hashgraph. I think it's going to be built on top of blockchain controlled by them, probably on something we don't know about yet. But I don't think it's going to be something we see coming. They talk a lot about like the Great Reset, this and that, Black Swan event. I mean, there may be some credibility to it. The World Economic Forum has released some pretty sketchy videos about like cyber attacks and stuff. So, but if the XRP people are right and there's a Great Reset and it's built on top of XRP, I'll eat my words and I will sell all my Bitcoin for XRP if there's like some kind of weird financial, if they flip the switch and it becomes the the new standard, XRP standard. But like, realistically, XRP can replace parts of Swift, but like the US government will definitely release a stable coin built on something we don't know about yet.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree with that.
Like, it's what we see from the government, right? The technology we have now, they're 20 years ahead of that. Like they don't let you know about it, but I'm certain of it. I'm certain they have something.
No, yeah, I feel like they're gonna do something where the known institutions are gonna be the nodes, and it's going to be a private blockchain, but you're going to be able to transact and everyone's going to have some kind of balance and you're going to transact on that. It's probably going to be something like that because they're not going to have random nodes available because then obviously other countries can attack and stuff like this. So they're going to do something similar to what kind of already exists in these institutions, but it'll be a little bit different.
I agree.
Yeah, I think for the government, they don't necessarily need a cryptocurrency or a currency that's decentralized, but obviously they do benefit from having it distributed, and obviously digital is the way to go. But yeah, I think with regulating stable coins, I get it because you want to know that people are, almost insured when they put their money in stable coins. They don't have to worry about losing it. However, I fear the flexibility going forward if they make it mandatory to use stable coin, central bank digital currencies.
I think would really, if they were going to use any tech, it would be DAG. I think DAG tech most likely because they're not worried about the centralization issues. But the thing is, if there was any kind of smart contract or smart contract-esque capabilities, they would probably want some kind of blockchain element because it's not made for that. So I think it'll be interesting. There's arguments to both sides, but I think in the next like 12 months, we'll probably see some regulations start to come out. I mean, the digital yuan is pretty much on its way here. US won't be far behind.
I feel like it's gonna be 10 years though. There's no way they're gonna do it sooner than that.
10 years? That's
there's no way. You guys, so you think by like 2025 we're gonna have a USD?
I think so.
Crypto.
Like 1,000.
No way. There's no way.
Yeah.
You know how slow the government is? You know how slow they are?
Max, I think.
They barely understand how Google works, dude.
Yeah, I think in the next 10 years we'll see it happen. I think the regulations are going to start in the next like 2022.
Yeah, regulations will come, but like until we actually are using that coin daily, I think it's going to be 10 years. Easy.
Okay, so I guess if you mean using it daily, I guess 10 years is right, but I don't think it's going to take 10 years for there to be a coin that is like the official.
Or like the announcement, or like if we figure it out, like, it'll take us 5 years maybe.
Right.
I mean, I think it'll be sooner just because I think the way we develop technology has definitely accelerated. Like by the time I have an idea, it's already created. I get so annoyed all the time. So I do think like they would be able to at least have a pilot. I mean, Jamaica has a pilot coming up this year. Ghana, obviously China has one. They're considering putting smart contracts on it already. So I think they're probably in the back bubbling a pot, making this platform already and just waiting for the right time. potentially probably want to still collect tax dollars from people buying crypto now. So they're not ready to regulate stuff just yet because they probably want to get more tax dollars.
Yeah, they
and
gotta
then will
recoup
start
all the money
regulating.
from all these transactions. Yeah.
Exactly. They're like, we don't like crypto, but give us a tax you make from it. They're like, we don't like
Yeah.
crypto, but we'll pay you if you give us insider tips.
Yeah, and
with
we're gonna
crypto.
tax you as much as buying alcohol and stuff like that. So
I mean, to them, it's not money until tax season rolls around. It's not real money.
Exactly.
and then they're gonna spend it on our defense fund and not give it to us.
It's also fact.
So they're gonna increase their like trillions in defense spending.
Still no healthcare.
Still no healthcare, yes. So let me ask you then, do you think regulations will actually help mass adoption, or do you think it will do the opposite for the crypto scene?
It's a double-edged sword, I think. I think with the regulations, I mean, right now we're watching essentially what is the birth of a new stock market and the next industrial revolution all in one. And regulation is certainly going to help institutional money and, your grandfather invest in Bitcoin through his TD Ameritrade. But when that happens, the opportunity window for crypto will have closed. There will not be as much life-changing money made as there is now. So I think the gains will be much less. People will still be able to make a lot of money in crypto, but it's going to be like for the early stock market. And I think it's probably going to stifle innovation as well. I think realistically, yeah, crypto, there's a lot of rug pulls and scams, but it's also the most innovative space. And I like to be in the most innovative space. And regulations will cut down on that tremendously. So it's going to be great for crypto long term, but it will limit what you can do in sort of like the public square with crypto. I mean, half of these influencers, if they did this 10 years down the road and released a shitcoin, they'd be fined $1 million for rug pulling, So, and this is going to it's sort of like how TikTok is, they banned the promotion and it's happening to legit creators too. I mean, how many of these blockchain projects wouldn't exist if it was a heavily regulated space? That's kind of my concern.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's so much possible right now. That's also why I think like all these there's a crypto startup every day coming out, and getting funding and stuff like this. So it's like that's why people are being like aggressive with it and trying to come out with stuff and come up with new ideas. But it's like once the SEC's like, nah, we're gonna lock everyone down, and if you do anything with crypto, we're gonna do a investigation in your company, then it's gonna be like, all right.
You have no idea. It's almost there. Like our bank account for CryptoKnight has been frozen several times because we have the name crypto in it. Like our business account. They're already super against crypto. I mean, there are certain banks that will not allow transfers into Binance or whatever you're going to use. Partly due to regulatory concerns, but also I think because they're afraid of crypto and what it can do. But like they do see crypto as a bit of a threat, but like blockchain is going to be either used for really cool and awesome stuff, or it's going to be used to, basically cut what little financial privacy we have away from us, and kind of this Orwellian nightmare that would be a stable coin that tracks every payment and everything you do, and there's no cash and there's no privacy anymore.
I think that might happen though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's a double-edged sword. We have the red pill and the blue pill.
Yeah.
And we can choose decentralization, DeFi, or we can choose the traditional thing. And this is like, and I think the 2020s and 2030s, from a geopolitical standpoint, are going to be a period of great instability, and blockchain will be an instrumental factor in the way our society goes in the next 20 or 30 years. I think will decide the next 100, just because we're seeing some of the effects of climate change start. Water wars are going to be a thing. The US seems to be going into an isolationist period. China is going to be challenging the hegemonic power of the United States, and there's always a sort of a power dynamic struggle. So there's a lot of like what I think might happen is some kind of proxy war between China and the US, like perhaps in India or something. But like it's already starting to happen. The port of Piraeus in Greece used to be Greek owned. China owns that now. I mean, it's already happening. So I think crypto and blockchain is going to play a very instrumental role in where our society goes in the next couple of decades.
No, I mean, I actually like was reading this book and they mentioned it. I feel like the idea translates here. It's like a lot of first world discoveries and technologies, they help a lot of third world countries the most, right? It's because they can take a leap of like where there are, maybe they're an agricultural country right now. They can take that leap and just run their entire country on blockchain now. And that like creates a completely different dynamic, right? It's like a country that's was completely, they had like no technology to everyone's on the newest technology. So it's going to create a strange dynamic where third world countries aren't going to necessarily be that third world anymore. You know, they're going to be just doing the same thing we are, maybe even ahead of us, right? Because we know the US is slow at a lot of tech stuff.
I mean, yeah, they don't have the weird, awkward transitional phase between a third world and a first world society. I mean, they'll be able to just. Whereas the United States has this aging infrastructure, and we still have nukes that run on floppy disks, they can just kind of full steam ahead. I mean, now and like and I know a lot of scammers come out of Lagos, Nigeria. Bitcoin scammers, like we've traced their IPs, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But like I follow a guy Pleasant Green on TikTok, and he's or not YouTube, and he does like he exposes scammers, helps scammers, provides them with the tools to benefit themselves and their community. But they're already using Bitcoin. He just treats it like it's a regular thing because like they use it over there, not even for just scamming, but for just daily transactions, or it's a lot easier and cheaper to use than Western Union. So like these people are already being exposed to it. That's why I'm pretty bullish on like, I would say, destabilized economies and countries and crypto.
Yeah. My hope is that even in the midst of regulation, we could still have a situation where people can form communities around blockchain technology. So you have your own financial system, you have your own voting platform, and everything just works that way, and you never depend on a government. Would that happen? I don't know. I know there are places like in Ethiopia where they have cities.
That's never going to happen.
Please.
I mean,
they would rather
ICP.
They would rather have anarchy than have that. That would be anarchy for them. They would lose all their power.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, blockchain is like sort of like the term crypto fascist has been used by some people, but there's also like the argument that like the crypto communists have, where it's like we can share this technology together and build societies. And I mean, the technology is cool, but like what you do with it matters. And I think we're kind of seeing that play out now with like what China is doing, what the US is doing, what everyone else is doing. And it's just kind of interesting to see these little experiments play out. And we have kind of a front row seat to that, you know. I like to say that I don't like to live in interesting times, because it feels like we're living through a new historical crisis every other year. But this is, at least this part is interesting for the better, I think.
I mean, we're just realizing that the world's more and more messed up as it goes. Yeah.
I mean, when you're little, you're like, oh, everyone knows what they're doing. It's everything is as it should be. You know, your parents know best. When you get thrown into the thick of it, we're just flying by the seat of our pants on a spinning rock, going around this flaming ball of gas, and it's like nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. It's like, wow, okay, well, we're fucked. That's why I need some land in Alaska. That's what I'm doing with my crypto gains. I'm gonna set up a compound in Alaska, and have some like penthouses.
Pick Alaska.
Why Alaska?
So remote. You would pick Alaska, the most remote state.
Well,
he's gonna do BlockchainBoy Island. He's gonna get a little island off the coast of Alaska. You know?
Well, no, because sea level rise. I mean, it's to avoid.
Oh yeah, true. Oh yeah, true.
Because Alaska will be some of the only arable land, in my opinion, as climate change really happens and we don't stop it. It's more of an insurance policy. But Alaska has some pretty cool laws on guns. I love guns. They have some pretty great laws on weed, so I can smoke my weed and grow it too. They even pay to live there from the oil dividends. I mean, hell, they may abuse the landscape, but at least you get a check from it. But you need money. You need money. I mean, things are expensive there because even Amazon comes in like 3 days a week on an airplane. You got to just get it out there.
Alysia said,
She's like, oh, you can't even have Amazon.
Well, I'm using it as an idea. Everything's expensive there. The food, it's just because of supply chain stuff.
I'm dead. I'm dying.
Dude,
Alysia,
Amazon's a critical part of life, man.
Well, it's an example of the supply chain stuff there.
Dude,
That's
Bezos owns us, dude. Bezos owns us, man.
he does. He does. Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, man.
Speaking of
Fuck. I still have Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Dude,
same.
Amazon Prime is too good, man. You can't give that up.
Low key.
You know what? They may have to piss in a bottle and it may have inhuman working conditions, but like I can order, you know, fucking AA batteries and it'll be here in 2 hours. So like
Literally, quite literally.
Yeah. 1 day shipping, baby. That's lit. Same day shipping.
yeah, it went from the whittled fingers of the slave labor children that have made it in Taiwan to the, you know, packaging facility where some guy getting ripped off and has lower back pain but can't stop due to time off task regulations. Puts it
How are
into a
you okay with
package.
this?
And so
Dude,
I'm
yeah,
describing well because
anti-unionism. Yo, that's
I'm
so
not
lit,
listen.
dude.
I'm not okay with this, right? But what I'm saying is that humans in America, like people who live in America, get so separated from all the little nasty things about society. Whether it's the fact that our factory farms are full of shit and they kill the cows and shit like inhumanely,
Facts.
to
Yeah,
the
we
slave
live
labor
ignorantly.
that probably made this Psycho Bunny shirt that I'm wearing. Who died over this shirt? I don't know. You know,
Right.
but I'm trying to switch to a lot of ethically produced stuff, but I'm pretty fiat poor, so that struggle is
Yeah,
that struggle is
exactly,
real.
dude. You gotta be rich to buy these ethical things, man.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's super fast.
it's the same thing with being vegan, dude. Healthy food's expensive, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like organic eggs, dude. Really, I'm gonna pay $3 for organic eggs when I can get the regular ones for $1.79. Like, no way, dude. Come on.
Dude, also eggs are eggs.
You guys should
Eggs are eggs.
move to Europe. They actually incentivize you to eat healthy foods. I think healthy food
Oh,
is
do
cheaper
they?
there. I think in America. Yeah, I
They
think in
do.
America you're almost not incentivized to eat healthy food because the
not.
crap food is so cheap.
Dude,
I wanna
crap
go
food
back
is
to
good
Europe.
too, though. That's the problem. You know, like the.
You know, I said Alaska, but I'd also Alaska. I want multiple houses because like I am building a $1 billion company, but
Oh shit.
What about Puerto
Damn.
Rico? What about Puerto Rico?
I'm tired of sweating my balls off, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think I can live in a tropical place. Like, honestly, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I step outside to get the mail and my shirt sticks to my skin. You know, there's no place more humid in this world than stepping off of out of the airport in the Orlando National Airport right into the humid smog that smacks you in the face. It is the worst
Yes.
feeling
Yeah.
coming from like
Yeah,
anywhere.
I don't know Orlando, but I'm definitely familiar with humidity in Houston. Yeah, like I was there for like what, 4 months, and like, dude, right when like you would go, like I would Uber to work. The Uber would be nice and AC'd. Instantly, as I step out, I'd be sweating by the time I walk 10 feet into the building. It's crazy.
Oh wait, did you
Crazy.
ever go to any Greek restaurants in Houston?
Yes, I think I did. I went to, I don't know if it was Greek. It was Mediterranean. It was like a Mediterranean buffet there.
Oh, I was
I
gonna
went to
say
one of
I know
those.
the guys who
I don't
run
know.
Nikos over there, which is like the
Nikos. Oh, I'm not
Nico
sure if I
Nikos.
went
It
there.
must be called Nico.
well,
But yeah,
they're you know good friends of my father, so I figured I'd ask.
got you. Yeah, I'm not sure if I went there or not, but it's they have some good food over there though. That's for sure.
Alysia, let's do a speed round of underrated, overrated.
Top 10 cryptos.
Top 10 cryptos. Speed round.
I feel like we know the answers to this, but let's go.
Speed
Bitcoin.
run.
But I also want to get to I want to show some stuff. So like this is we can't show on TikTok anymore. So
We can
But
show
yeah,
on
let's do
YouTube
it.
though. Let's go.
definitely we could definitely show on YouTube.
We're not sponsored by anyone,
Alright,
so
Lucas,
someone
take it and tell
sponsor
us.
us. Thanks.
Tell us your
I'm actually
underrated-
pissed off because I was this close to getting a crypto.com sponsorship. You would have never seen me scream more.
Oh
That would have
shit.
been amazing, dude.
I know
That would've been
people who are
crazy.
sponsored on CryptoTalk that just
do
don't say
too.
that they're sponsored by like ICP
Oh.
and crypto.com. There are people who are sponsored by these companies that they
ICP
just
does sponsoring.
yeah, they actually I almost went in there and talked with them, but then I was like I was more for an
ICP?
interview because I wanted to expose them for dumping. But I know people who are like partnered with it. They're like, yeah, we'll get you a couple grand a month in ICP. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
That's crazy. What the
I
heck?
thought I could like interview them and stuff, but like I just think that project is a little sketchy. Their technology is cool, but Dfinity, basically what they did was they had their investors like have a vesting schedule, and it's very likely based on some of the wallet transactions that they dumped a significant amount of their tokens right off the bat, if not like nearly all of them. Just straight off the bat. And listen,
Wow.
I like ICP's technology. I think what they're building is awesome, but their tokenomics, what they did in the original, like, I mean, yes, they have to fund the project, but they really screwed over their investors like that.
For real.
I don't know who advised these companies, and I think they're so good with their technology, like Algorand as well. I think Algorand has great technology, but the tokenomics is like, what? Like, did you guys just skimp over that bit? Because it really destroys a project if your tokenomics is not aligned with your technology.
Well, the tokenomics themselves aren't terrible. It's more like the vesting schedule and release that I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's why, and maybe I'll talk to them again in the future. This is no hate to ICP. I just like a little. And also talking about ICP, even if I interviewed them or brought them on and like, why aren't you guys dumping? And they'll be like, no, I already know what they're going to say. And then people are going to accuse me of being a shill. You know, I have dedicated haters who are like, oh, he shilled Mina Protocol. He was paid by Mina Protocol.
Oh,
I never saw a dime from Mina Protocol. They never paid me. You know,
yeah,
like,
that's
damn,
the thing, dude.
Cut me a check,
like...
2 million views. Are you kidding me? I got like 20 cents from the creator fund.
Dude, screw the creator fund while we're at it. Screw that.
Bro, I got some gas money in there right now. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly how much I made today.
Bro,
Ready.
I have all of $9 in my entire creator fund, guys. All I'm saying.
I have not signed up. I'm just like, F that. You guys want my personal identity to give me $2? No thanks.
I don't know if you can see that. Oh,
I can't. We can't.
Big
see
I can't see. Put your hand behind the phone.
Yeah, put
$1.27
oh, shit,
today.
You making money?
Now I will say I have $700 in the creator fund, but I have not withdrawn.
Nice.
So I'm about to withdraw.
Lucas.
Damn, dude, he has literally 7 times more than me, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I literally pulled in almost 100 million views on crypto TikTok, and oh, here's $700.
Jesus.
I'm sure
Dude,
Pablo's
like,
balling out. Pablo's probably got close to $1,000 in his creator
crazy,
fund.
man.
It's not worth it. Don't do
it,
girl.
You mean Satoshi?
You know, Pablo, his business partner Nima, we got into a bit of a feud of sorts.
I heard about that. So because Nima was in our Discord and then he like all of a sudden left, and then I heard him talking. I was in his TikTok live and we were like talking. Oh, you saw me talking to him?
No, I was gonna say, did you see the insane unhinged rant he did?
I think I was there when he started it because he was like, oh, he shouted me out. He's like, oh, thank you for bringing me into the Discord, whatever. But you know, I had to leave another Discord, and he's like, I think you know which one it is. I didn't know at the time what he was talking about. But now that you're mentioning the Pablo fallout, can you elaborate?
Yeah, I can elaborate a little bit. Yeah, it wasn't anything between Pablo and myself. I don't have any hate for what he's doing. But I don't think Nima is someone to be trusted or to work with, because it's very clear that he's just using Pablo for his money. That's basically what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, let me say this. They are in a business venture together. I don't think that Nima brings what Pablo brings to the table. And I think that personally, this is not anything to do with them. I just think that Nima is a bit of a crazy person when it comes to like ego. Because I posted this joke. Someone made a joke Twitter about Nima, and I posted it in my Discord, and I was like, this is very funny. It's a joke Nima account on Twitter. Very funny. He did not like that. He accused me of making fake accounts and going in their Discord server. He banned me, threatened to fight me and a bunch of other like 14-year-old kids, like, in his live, like saying, oh, we'll meet. I mean, there's a video. I never released this video. I never released a video of him doing that, but if I could have released that and destroyed him. What I did was I made images of his rant into I edited them in Photoshop, and I was going to release them as Nima NFTs for people to come buy alongside the video, right? And I was going to like make them and be like, have the profits go to some charity or something for like
Yeah.
mental health. It was gonna be called like ego death or something because he cannot handle criticism because he just bans people from his Discord that he doesn't like. Like anyway, but yeah, I never made that video because Pablo handled it and just made sure. I just wanted him to. It wasn't necessarily me. I was never mad. It was more the fact that like he was threatening like literal like minors. Like it's not okay. So yeah, Pablo handled it. He and I have respect for Pablo, so I'm not going to put that video out there. Like, it's just not something. And honestly, we don't need any more drama on crypto TikTok. Like,
Yeah,
it was like back in high school.
Drama, baby.
You know what I
loves some
respect
drama
about you and Josh though, Joshua Jake, is like he's such a he's kind of a maxi with XRP, but like y'all can fucking get along. Like I just don't understand. Like okay, like I didn't mean to bring up XRP. Actually, I just wanted to bring up that you guys.
You can talk about XRP. It's fine. I don't mind.
I think people that are on different opposite ends on like a project can coexist, but like they're not all rational people that can actually have a discussion and like listen to the other side.
That's the thing. That's the problem with the internet age, right? Everyone forgot that people have different opinions. Everyone just goes to people who got the same opinion as them, and then it just fuels themselves. You know what I'm saying? They forgot that people can disagree and still coexist. Like that. Right. They forgot that that's a thing.
Well, Pars, I know you're not into the crypto like TikTok too much, so like you don't understand like how. Oh my God, Lucas, please don't die on us.
Don't die.
I inhaled a single drop of water.
Don't die. Don't die on the podcast.
So Pars, the XRP community itself, they're on some crazy. They're like crazy cultish. It's not like a normal fandom, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They think Trump is coming back, and that XRP is going to be the one to deliver him back, which is like
they're on some QAnon shit. Like you're right, Lucas. Like they're not even.
Bro, Zach Rector says all the time that 45 is coming back. XRP is the one. They're going to flip the switch. Like, and like Zach and I, we get along now, but I think his ideology is dangerous. Like,
it is
to people. Like,
wait,
it's dangerous.
How are they doing this? Like, what's going on? Like, are they lobbying? Like, what's happening?
No, like so the same people who, and this is this is not political. The same people who are into Trump and are right-wing extremists love XRP. They love it. I mean, I've heard more JQing than anywhere else on any crypto TikTok with like XRP stuff. Like they think it's like the new world order stuff. It's integrated in so many conspiracy theories. These people are not mentally like right, like in the head. Like people who think that Donald Trump is going to come back, people who think that XRP is going to be like worth $50,000 a token, like their head space. We are operating on different levels of existence. Like you see reality. These people, and I think realistically, these people just like are by nature conspiracy theorists, and this is just something for them to latch onto.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Crazy. At least Crypto Mason and Josh, they like understand the faults of XRP or like why people don't like it. They're not like zealots.
Yeah.
But there are people on crypto TikTok who are dedicated to XRP, and now HBAR is becoming the new XRP. It's very sad.
Very low, very high key. Actually, you're completely right. That's why I'm kind of turned off by HBAR because of all the chilling that's been happening on it, like even amongst our friends. And but you know how I can tell when like an XRP maxi is like okay and they're actually rational is if I can joke about XRP with them and they don't fucking go mass report me and like get me banned. And that's Josh and that's Mason. Like everyone else, I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I don't fuck with them really like that. I can't understand why they're so. It's almost like a religion. It's like a religion to these people.
I don't get it. Like, I don't see any stock maxis. I don't see any Tesla maxis.
Right?
Why do we have maxis in the crypto space? Like, it's just super strange.
Well, the reason we have maxis is because like we're basically in a marketplace of ideas about what technology is going to change the world. It's like, and I think Vitalik said something very interesting. Essentially the long and the short of it, of what he said is, it's like the console wars, except people have like $500 invested into their console,
Right.
or like it's like Mac and Android, but like you got your life savings in Mac, so you want to see it win. And people think like XRP is like, or any coin really, they think is going to like the world is going to be run on it or whatever, but like it's never that simple and it's never that obvious.
Alysia, right.
No, I'm just like, I mean, the use case for XRP is very specific. So how could the world be ran on it? Like even that in of itself just shows like, are you reading the same papers that I'm reading about XRP? It's so confusing. But I think now is a great time to segue into overrated/underrated cryptocurrencies.
Yes.
We are just going to call out the top 10 minus obviously stable coins. And you just quickly tell us if it's overrated or underrated by your books.
Okay.
So Bitcoin.
Both overrated and underrated. The tech is overrated, but the coin itself is underrated. It still has a long way to go.
Awesome. Ethereum.
Underrated. People don't realize that Ethereum is the Ethereum killer.
I love that.
Facts. Vitalik, we would like a sponsorship.
Yo, yeah, Vitalik, give us a sponsorship, dude. We want to be sponsored by Ethereum.
Yeah, he can take his turn after Sunny Lou, man.
Yeah, Vitalik can bust me down any day. You heard that, right?
It would be like a Minecraft skeleton going at me.
That's gonna be clipped, Krystal. That's gonna be
1000%. We will be clipping that. Yes, we will be doing that.
All right, Binance coin.
Underrated. People FUD Binance, but Binance coin is going to be massive in like 10 years. It's probably going to be significantly competing with Ethereum, I think, personally. Okay. Plus, my launch pad is on the BSC, #InfinityPad. Go check it out, guys.
Hey.
Oh yeah, we want you to show InfinityPad once we're done with this.
Let's go.
Cardano.
Overrated. I think the reason they haven't put out smart contracts is because they're not as good as people think they are.
Hey,
listen. I've been holding Cardano for a long time. I like the project. There's a lot of money to be made in the ecosystem, but when it comes to tech, Polkadot's got them beat, baby. Let's go.
You're not wrong. With
you could build Cardano inside of Polkadot, and it would be the same.
Fired.
XRP.
Very overrated. Literally, like it's gonna do one thing, and it may not even replace Swift because Swift is like there's some stuff with Chainlink going on. Like if I could say one thing to XRP people is just mitigate your risk with other investments because it ain't gonna be the one that pays off your mortgage maybe in 10 years.
Oh my god.
Oh,
the one and only Dogecoin.
Overrated. I fucking hate Dogecoin. At least it gets people into crypto, but to me it's worthless.
Lucas, Dogecoin got me into crypto, so I can't.
No, that's what I mean. It's the one good thing. That's the one good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Polkadot.
Underrated. They raised a shit ton in venture capital. They will last through the bear market. If there's one project I'll be buying like crazy, it's Polkadot. People don't realize that people compare it with Cardano and Ethereum, but it's like on a whole nother level. Plus, Facebook might be working with them too. Which fuck Facebook, but I'm going where the money is.
Yeah, they are. Uniswap.
I mean, at this point, it's like fair value. I feel like people know what it is, but it's not like promising the farm, but it's doing what it does well. I think that I probably like Sushi Swap better just for the short term for staking farming.
Okay. All right. So we have two more, and that's Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin.
Oh, easy. They're both garbage.
complete trash.
I have some Litecoin from 2018 I'm still holding in my long-term hardware wallets. I'm like, it's not even worth the effort to go and sell it. Because, listen,
dude, yeah,
I met the guys. I met the guys from the Litecoin Foundation, Charlie Lee's like right-hand man in 2019, and he sold all his Litecoin. Like, what are they doing? Same thing with Bitcoin Cash. Roger Ver and the whole Bitcoin Cash community. The Bitcoin Cash community are like the Trump people of crypto with their insane dedication to their coin that's never going anywhere. Like just like Trump isn't coming back until maybe next term, who knows? But Bitcoin Cash ain't coming back. No one cares about it. We can let it die. Same thing with Bitcoin SV. Fuck that. And Bitcoin Gold.
Yeah, I mean, you do need to mention those, but I get so confused when I see funds and they have Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash in their portfolio. I'm like, who advised you guys? Like, really?
Yeah.
You know what? Just pay me $2 million a year. I will come out and I will be your hedge fund manager for your long-term portfolio.
Right?
Basically, what I do now, right? But just for them, for the Warren Buffett who doesn't understand anything.
All right, Lucas, you know which one I'm gonna ask you about.
No, I don't.
Our baby VeChain.
VeChain is still very underrated. And you know what? I need to go back and correct my video because VeChain does have some DeFi applications. VeChain does have more than just supply chain applications. The project is evolving, and I did a price analysis video just based on the supply chain aspect, but it's so underrated. It's one of 2 projects approved in China. All-star team, all-star connections. It doesn't matter if the tech can be beat because their partnerships can't. China does what China does, and VeChain just has the industry and state-backed partnerships. It's still underrated.
So Paras actually works at Salesforce. Paras, has VeChain come up yet in your like company discussions at all? Or it's still hasn't been?
I actually got in touch with the guy who did the Salesforce partnership, Daniel from Salesforce. Not partnered with Salesforce. It's some guy, who was like basically just testing their tech. They have no association with it. It's not anything to be,
yeah.
That makes sense. Because then Paras would have known about it for sure.
No, yeah, because I'm in like the infrastructure security. I think like our crypto department's under the same wing, but no, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like people just need to stop flooding VeChain. Yeah, they're gonna hype their project up. Like, who wouldn't?
Right, exactly.
But at the same time, they do have some points that obviously they don't actually have a Salesforce partnership. I think that's more on the influencer's fault. Like BitBoy ran with the VeChain Salesforce thing hard. It was anybody could have looked into that. It was one article, and I love BitBoy. I love being on shows with him, but he gets a little excited.
Okay, so I mean, before we go, give us your best shill for InfinityPad. Go.
I mean, basically every launch pad on the Binance Smart Chain is there's like 2 or 3 good ones, and none of them have the backing of DAO Maker, and I feel like that statement alone should be more than enough. But the people who are involved with the project are strong industry leaders, key opinion leaders, and I think with the backing of DAO Maker, which is essentially like DAO Maker on the BSC. They're already one of the best launch pads. I think in the next 3 to 4 years, InfinityPad will be probably one of the top 3 or 4, if not the number 1 launch pad on the BSC. We're going to make it that way. Best projects around.
Love it. Actually super stoked for you on that.
Thank you.
It'll be it's $sign iPad, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. No association with Apple. That is not a trademark.
Low-key great tag, by the way.
That's lit. All right. So before we head out for today, Blockchain Boy, do you want to plug anything for your brand or anything?
Come hang out in our Discord server. Theblockchainboy.info has all my links on it. If you guys want to get in touch, hang out. We have a live event coming up covering the Musk and Dorsey debate, so that's going to be fun. And we'll see you guys in there. And thanks for having me on, people. Appreciate y'all.
Lucas, thank you for coming on. This was really fun.
Thanks, Lucas. I really appreciate it.
It's hard to nail me down for one of these things because I just have so much going on. But I'm glad you guys put this like 2 months in advance.
Oh yeah. I took this far out.
Yeah, definitely hope you can come back on. I'm sure Krystal will hopefully figure that out with you again at some point. But yeah, thanks.
Yeah, this was fun. Thanks, guys.
Super fun.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Everything for Lucas / Blockchain Boy is down in the description, and our links are also down in the description. Check them out, and we're out. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye.